we've talked about how the Minnesota Vikings need to add size, volume up front on the offensive line. Size. Do not be pushed around. And we've talked about Ohio State guard Wyatt Davis, Elijah Vera Tucker from USC, the Rashawn Slaters of Northwesterns of the world, the Leatherwoods, the Darasaws, etc. But you mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling. So what if the Vikings traded all the way up for one Penei Sewell from Oregon if he falls out of the top three? And frankly, I think it's a possibility, actually like a likelihood, since quarterbacks could easily go 1, 2, 3, whatever mixture. Well, Lawrence 1, and then whatever mixture of Wilson and Justin Fields. So, 4. Falcons. Hey, new GM, Rick Spielman. Nice to know you. So the Vikings pick a category. What is a penis mightier? Trebek. So let's talk about it today. So Penei Sewell, 6'6", 325. Okay, that's his listed weight. He's 340 if he's an ounce. Turned 20 in October. Former 4-star recruit from St. George, Utah. Chose Oregon over Alabama, BYU, Florida, LSU, Michigan, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, USC, UCLA. Basically everyone else. Like, we could list all the FBS schools and also probably a couple FCS, just like, hey, but 2-year starter for the Ducks. Immediately started as a true freshman at left tackle for Oregon, like in the Pac-12. That's amazing. At 17 years old, was a first-team All-Pac-12 selection. Posted an 84.0 PFF grade as a true blue freshman. That's when he got put on everyone's radar. It's like, oh, this guy, mammoth man size, and can still move. Wow, it's amazing. The hype is absolutely real. He has allowed, over those 2 seasons, 15 pressures and 1 sack on 706 pass blocking reps. It's amazing, right? He went 17 straight games. Like, he gave up a sack against Stanford as a true freshman. Then he went 17 games, including the Rose Bowl against Wisconsin, without giving up a sack. That's astonishing. He gave up 7 pressures as a sophomore in 2019. Wow. His 95.8 PFF grade was the highest ever given to an offensive tackle. He protected Justin Herbert's ass. Also, he posted a 95.7 PFF run blocking grade, so he's a perfectly balanced tackle. Ducks ran for 2,556 yards rushing in 2019 en route to a 12-2 record, including a Rose Bowl win over Wisconsin. Woo! I love him already, man. Also, by the way, ask Troy Dye. Ask Troy Dye about Penei Sewell. Like, hey, Troy, in 5-on-7 drills, how'd you do? How'd you do against Penei Sewell? Then he'd be like, probably just shake his head, right? And as much hype, by the way, in the Rose Bowl, as much hype as Saints third-down edge rusher Zach Bond got from the Badgers. In the Rose Bowl against Penei Sewell, he got 0. Bond got 0. Goose egg, D'Angelo Russell pressures on Penei Sewell. None. It was an absolute clinic. And like Northwestern's Rashawn Slater, he opted out of 2020. I mean, the Pac-12 schedule was clown shoes this season anyway, so it's whatever. And frankly, he's one of the best athletes I've ever seen. You know, not just offensive lineman, but straight up athlete. Like, it is wow. It is wow. Like, you look at offensive linemen that big, and generally, yeah, some guys are just, fat dudes out there. It's whatever. But some dudes are just amazingly gifted athletes. They're just 6'6", 330 pounds, right? It's a lot like, so the late great Corey Stringer, God rest his soul. Like, Corey Stringer was 370 if he was an ounce, and he could reverse dunk a basketball flat-footed. Now, just an absolutely insanely gifted athlete. And Penei Sewell's in that similar mold, where he's sudden, he's agile, he's had NFL strength since he was probably 13, right? Also, he's got balance and ability to recover, which is extremely at a high level. Like, he can reset, and he really is like a weeble wobbly. He does not fall down. Absolutely comfortable in pass sets, never panics. His punch, it is Mike Tyson. Like, it is Francis Ngannou. Like, he knocks lighter edge rushers backwards on speed rushes, and then they stand 0 chance on bull rushes. And also, if you have more sizable defensive ends, 270, 280, like, it's still not a chance, right? And to think, he's mainly getting by on natural ability, because he has refinement, but he's relatively raw, right? So if you get a true blue offensive line coach in the NFL, maybe not Rick Dennison, but working on hand placement, working on a little bit cleaner footwork, I mean, the sky really is the limit. It absolutely is. Like, hand placement, talking about right hand on bicep, left hand on far pec, that whole stuff. But wow, that's coaching, that's repetition. And just to think, he can get better. And I actually think that people are sleeping on him just a little bit because of the opt-out, sort of out of sight, out of mind. But no, man. Like, go back and look at some 2018, 2019 Penei Sewell tape. Wow. And I know, yes, if you draft Penei Sewell to be a left tackle, they'll leave Ezra Cleveland at guard. Yes, I don't care. I do not care. Like, I love me some Ezra Cleveland. I will make an exception for Penei freaking Sewell, right? Now, the question is trade compensation. So, like we said, number 4 is the target. So, Falcons, going to have a new GM, going to have a new head coach. Now, quarterbacks could potentially be out of reach if they go 1, 2, 3. So, the heir to Matt Ryan could be off the table. Or hell, they may even stay put and just take Penei Sewell, right? They'll either play him at guard, which he's certainly capable of, or put him at right tackle, kick McGarry inside, or maybe put him at left tackle and kick Matthews to the curb. It's possible, right? But I do think that 4 is the spot because the Bengals at 5, 100% take him if he's available, right? So you look at the famous trade chart. So for the number 4 overall pick, it's a value of $1,800. It's $1,100 for number 14. Coincidentally, the estimated value of a future first-round pick is $700, so that does sync up. The value is degraded because of the unknown value, where it's going to be in the draft order, as well as the time delay of having to wait for a full year. So now, of course, other teams could get in the Derby. They have those same inklings. Hell, maybe the Bengals want to trade up from 5 to 4 just to make sure they get their guy. I get it. So that could certainly drive up the price. But what we're asking is, in a vacuum, the general premise is trading 14 and a future first-round pick for the greatest left tackle prospect since Anthony Munoz. You in? And I know. What about Matt Khalil? He was supposed to be a generational prospect too. Okay, dummy. So you're going to tell me that you're going to pass on the best left tackle in the draft in the last decade because Matt Khalil failed 9 years ago because he hated football? Is that what you want to tell me? That's your plan? Nah. But I would be very tempted. I would, because the 2021 Vikings, they are not in a rebuild. They are in win now mode. Penei Sewell would kill a lot of ills up front. And hell, play him at guard for a year if you want to keep Riley Reif at a pay cut. I don't care. The kid has NFL interior anchor as well. But he could truly be that missing piece where that offense goes from good to great. All of a sudden, the Vikings have one of the best offenses in the league. Kirk Cousins is protected and can distribute to Jefferson and Thielen and Erb, everyone. And also the running game gets even better. That's amazing, right? So the Vikings are going to go for it on the offensive line. Don't be afraid to swing, man. It's a 2-0 count, baby. Swing away. Don't let good be the enemy of great. If you want him, go get him. Even though just, go get him. But your thoughts going all the way up for Penei Sewell. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.